Understanding delimitation. Key impacts on Indian democracy. India is on the brink of a major political shift. Delimitation is coming. But what does this mean? Why is it such a controversial issue? And how will it impact the future of Indian democracy? Stay tuned as we break down the top 3 aspects of delimitation that every Indian needs to know. Number 3. What is delimitation and why does India need it? Delimitation is the process of redrawing electoral constituency boundaries based on population changes. The goal? Fair representation. As populations grow and shift, some areas become overcrowded while others remain underrepresented. Without delimitation, millions of Indians in highly populated states have the same number of MPs as those in sparsely populated regions. This is unfair. India's constitution originally mandated delimitation every 10 years. However, after the 1971 census, leaders feared that states with better population control policies would lose political power. Indira Gandhi's government froze delimitation in 1976 through a constitutional amendment, ensuring that seats remained unchanged despite population growth. In 2001, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government extended the freeze until 2026. Now, as this deadline approaches, India must decide: should we finally implement delimitation or continue delaying it? Number 2. The South versus North debate. Who wins, who loses? Delimitation is not just about numbers, it's about power. The South argues that they followed government policies by controlling their populations, yet they might lose seats in parliament. Meanwhile, northern states like Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, where populations have grown rapidly, stand to gain more seats and more influence. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka are strongly opposing this. The Tamil Nadu Assembly has already passed a resolution rejecting delimitation based on the 2026 census. Their argument? Why should they be punished for doing the right thing? But on the other side, the North argues that representation should be based on actual population. More people means more resources, more governance, and more MPs. If delimitation happens as planned, northern states could dominate parliament like never before, reducing the influence of the South. This is where the real battle begins. What happens if South India refuses to accept the new seats distribution? Number 1. The future, solutions, or a political crisis. If delimitation happens without adjustments, South India might demand more financial resources or threaten political resistance. There's even speculation that some southern leaders could push for greater autonomy within India, similar to the demand for federalism. Could this lead to more regional tensions in the country? One potential solution is weighted representation. This means even if seat numbers change, voting power remains balanced to ensure fair decision-making in Parliament. Another solution could be incentivizing population control in northern states so that future representation doesn't create further imbalances. Ultimately, India must make a choice: fair representation based on population or political stability through compromise. One thing is certain: delimitation will change the power structure of the country forever. What do you think? Should India implement delimitation as planned, or should there be exceptions for states that controlled their population? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more deep dives into India's biggest political issues.